Hey guys, today I am going to do a video sorting out my death pile. It's overwhelming me, it's out of control, it's messy, and I need to sort it into a different system. So I'll just show you what I've got here. These couple of shelves down here are absolutely jam-packed with clothes. I don't know what's in there. Everything was kind of rolled, folded, I guess. It's been shoved in there. It keeps falling in and out if I try and pull something out of it. It's just not working for me. It's messy. It's a nightmare. I've got some board games up here. I think there's a mixture here of ones that belong to my kids. And I know this one is needed for listing. I'm not 100% sure. Ever since we've moved house and things kind of got put everywhere, it's a little bit of a disaster zone. But I do need to sort this shelf out, because if possible, I would actually like to clear that shelf so I've got another shelf here for books. These two shelves here with books are actually listed stock. I don't need to worry about those so much, so that's okay. But the shelves down below, the two shelves down below, also have unlisted miscellaneous stock. Okay, now what you can see behind me here is this big silver rack. And this is where I was hanging all my clothes. So as I would bring the clothes in, I was hanging them in the hope that they didn't need ironing. But at the moment, it's just too full. And there's just too much there. I don't even know where to start. All of this stuff up here has become crumpled. Things need ironing. It's just become a bit of a nightmare. Up the top, I've got stuffed toys, bags, clothes, DVDs, hats, everything's... Ever since I've moved house a few months ago, I swear it's just been one thing piled onto the other. And what I've been doing instead is going to the stores weekly, buying new clothes, new hauls, and listing all that stuff first. So all this stuff has been overwhelming me, and this is just dead money sitting here, because I've actually got a lot of good quality items amongst here. There's a lot of clothes in here that are worth good money, and I need to be able to pull them out and know where to start. So what I've decided to do is put them all into clear tubs individually, skirts, shorts, pants, whatever. It's going to make it so much more easy for me. And yeah, let's do this. I'm also going to cull as I go. If there's something here that I just do not want to list anymore, maybe something that's been in this death pile for a while, I'm actually going to get rid of it. I'm going to either redonate it. If there's something that's got a hole in it and I was going to mend it, well, let's be frank, that's never going to happen. I don't want to stuff around with things that I have to mend these days. I'm just going to either redonate it or throw it in the bin if it's to the bin stage. I'm not really interested in mending things anymore, washing things, you know, so I'm becoming a lot more picky with what I'm picking up, and it's working much better for me. Okay, let's get the tubs and start. Okay, so I know you can't really see, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tubs down on the ground, and I'm just going to start throwing clothes into them. Shorts, skirts, pants, whatever it is. I'll make some piles here because I don't have a huge amount of room here. And yeah, basically I'm just going to pile everything up and start sorting it. Okay, so as you can see what I'm doing, I'm just piling it. If I don't have enough tubs here, I'm just setting it aside at the moment, and I'm going to go through the rest of this rack. But as you can hear, I've got a lot of good brands. There's a lot of Country Road, a lot of Witchery. You know, I've got a lot of expensive stock here that's needing listing. It just needs sorting. Okay, so let's go. Next one. Vintage. It's like dress ups. Okay guys, I have just printed off some words so that I can sticky tape them onto the tub so I know exactly what is inside each tub. Guys, I do have a couple of blazers here. These blazers are actually private school blazers for the local schools, and I do pick them up if I know that they are the correct uniform for the school. The schools do change their uniforms quite a lot, and you have to be careful because if it's got the wrong logo or anything has changed with the uniform, nobody's going to buy it. The kids won't be allowed to wear it, or even if they are still wearing it, it might be being run out. Parents don't want to pay for it. But if you can get a private school uniform from your local secondhand op shop, vinny shop, charity shop, you can actually make a lot of money on items. For example, like one of these school blazers, and I'm not going to show you the logo or anything, but one of these school blazers will actually fetch you about $100, $90 to $100 secondhand, because they cost about $200 brand new, and the kids lose them. They leave them at school, they never come home with them, and parents have to buy more. So yeah, secondhand blazers. I do steer clear away from other items of school uniforms like polo shirts and things that aren't worth a lot of money, but definitely the blazers and quite often the girls' school dresses can be worth a lot of money. Now guys, what I want to do is I actually want to remove this rack, and I'm going to stack the tubs up in this actual spot. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this rack, whether or not I sell it or I keep it, but I am going to dismantle it and I am going to move it. So what I'm going to do for the meantime, until I sort out all these little bits and pieces, I'm going to move all this random stuff over here onto the shelves that I cleared, just so I can remove this and make a stack with the boxes straight away. Now guys, in this box down here is so beautiful, and I bought this before last Christmas and I didn't even get it listed, and it's the most beautiful nativity set, and I swear I'm just terrible with listing random things. I just sit them there, I buy them, and then I do nothing with them. This was the most beautiful nativity set. I'm sure it's worth a hell of a lot of money. And anyway, it's all wrapped up here, beautifully waiting for me to list for this Christmas. Okay guys, so I've put a big dent in it and it's so much better for me like this. It'll be so much easier for me just to come and grab a tub and deal with it tub at a time. Everything's going to need ironing. I've accepted the fact that everything needs ironing, but I feel like it'll be easier to iron tub by tub than just having it all in random order like that. At least if it's tub by tub, you've just got a mission, don't you? You just have to get to the bottom of that one tub. So that's what I've done. I do need to go and buy a few more tubs from Bunnings because I've still got some kids' clothes sitting on the desk here, some women's jackets on the desk here, and I've got all this random stuff like kids' plush toys, some DVD games here. Actually, these are PlayStation games. I think they may have even belonged to my own children, which means they're probably scratched and... oh no, that's perfect. I don't know. I honestly don't know where this shit has come from. But anyway, I do think I need to go and buy a few more tubs because all this random stuff that's just left in and out without being in a tub actually does my head in. I can't cope with it. I would rather pack it into tubs and manage one tub at a time and then put it away into the garage, into the spot after it's listed where it's supposed to go, because I have tubs at the back here for all the miscellaneous stuff once it's listed. I have boxes for shoes once they're lifted. I have boxes for clothes once they're listed. I have shelves for books when they're listed. So pretty much everything that I list goes into a tub, and all of that stuff that's there that needs to be listed I've got space in my tubs. So but I don't want it all loose like this. It's just messy. I just can't cope with the mess. So I'm off to Bunnings, probably to buy another look, I probably only need 4 tubs. I'll probably buy 6 just to be sure, because you never know. I might find some other stuff around here. So I think I'm going to go head up the shops. 6 tubs should cost me about $30 and I can get this finished. So guys, I am done. I'm absolutely stoked. So what I've done is I've actually rolled away the metal shelf and I've just taken it out of the garage, put it in my living room, and I'm going to dismantle it or I'm going to sell it as it is. I haven't decided yet. It is a really good rack, so I don't know if I want to sell it, but I also don't have anywhere to put it. So I've made the decision to get rid of it, so I may as well probably just sell it, but we will see. It's made such a difference clearing this rack here and making tubs. I have got way too many tubs like this. So this is now my death pile, and as you can see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 tubs. Wow. Okay, so I clearly don't need to buy much stock, and I just need to get off my butt, and instead of going out sourcing for new stock because it's more exciting, I need to start working my way through some of these tubs. So, you know, I don't mind having a little bit of a death pile here, but I really don't like having that much death pile. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to start working through the winter items now because it is winter here. So I'll start with the winter jackets and the coats and pants, men's and women's pants, and I'll leave the more summery stuff until later, like the skirts and the shorts and things like that. I've also freed up 5 shelves over here, which is awesome. I did end up removing all the board games from here that belong to my own kids, and I've moved them up the top. All the boxes along the top shelf do belong to us for our personal items. I already take up 3/4 of the garage, so we still need some place to store our stuff. So we've got fancy dress costumes and kids' keepsakes and, you know, just the stuff that we don't use very often all goes up the top shelf there. So I have added those few board games to that pile, which has freed up that shelf. I've now got 5 extra shelves. I'll be able to use those for books and CDs and some DVDs. And yeah, so I can actually walk into my laundry now, which is behind me. It's quite a strange setup in this house. The laundry is right here. It's kind of in a little nook. And I was just struggling, like between this death pile of clothes that was falling all over the place. Like I had all my dirty washing there, and like I was finding that the clean clothes were kind of falling into my dirty basket, and it was just a nightmare. But I will just hold the camera up now for you, and I'm going to show you what it looks like from a different angle than just pointing here at me here. But yeah, hold on. Okay, this is where I enter into my garage, and you will see here that this is where my laundry is, and there's my laundry basket. So you can see that that death pile was actually overflowing into where I keep all my dirty clothes. So it was just really impractical to have that rack there in this house. You'll also see there's all the storage space I've made with racks. I've already labeled them with numbers so that I can start storing stock on them. And yeah, once again, here it is, my laundry, lovely. But now this is so neat, and yeah, you'll see that I have quite the stack there of the death pile, and or as some people say, the money pile. But yeah, and then this just leads straight down to my books. But this is fabulous. I'll be able to have some more shelves there to add to my books. My packing table's right here, and now I know exactly what I've got in my death pile. If you would like to see more about how I store things, then just click on the link here and it'll show you exactly how I store 2,000 items for my eBay store.